very much for coming by and seeing us here. What do you think of the auto show so far?
It's been great. I think it's been a couple of years since I've been here, and certainly since that time, the buzz is back, and a lot of new products, a lot of good-looking cars, and it's exciting because our family were in the auto business as well, racing. So for us to see some good things coming out means a lot.
I'm very impressed with the turnout of the press, which is considerably more than apparently it's been in the past, and of course, 54, 55 different new models.
I mean, that always fun to see.
That's historic, I think, and when you look at all the cars, there aren't any bad ones out there. They're all good.
I'm looking over my shoulder. There is the Red Bull Indy car right there. Yeah. You ever been in that one?
No, not me.
No, I mean it's those cars are pretty advanced, the Formula One stuff. But to be honest, it's exciting for us, to be here and see this stuff, because just to get the cars like that. There's an Indy car, of course. Detroit Grand Prix has a booth downstairs. There's one at Honda. I drive for Honda, and the Indy 500 winning cars over there. So it's exciting for us to see what we do out here in front of everybody at the auto show.
The Grand Prix is becoming such a good thing to have back in the city of Detroit, and I know they've addressed some of the issues they had with the track last year, and they've fixed that, and they've lengthened the track. What's this going to look like to the fans that come out to watch?
Well, I think the track's going to be, it's longer, so there's more places to watch from. There's going to be a very, very long straightaway with a very good passing area at the end of it, and then tough two right corners and another long straightaway back. So I think I think from the racing standpoint, it's going to be better for sure, faster, longer, which is good. And of course, this year there's two races. There's going to be a race on Saturday and a race on Sunday, and so. It's you get twice as much value, frankly, I think, if you're a spectator. And for the teams, it's good, because on Saturday we get to have a race, try to win some money and some points, and Sunday we get to do it all over again.
So, Graham, as a driver, do you prefer a track like the newer version of Belle Isle, where you have more opportunities to do the jockeying and the passing, or do you like the kind of track where if you can get out to an early lead, then all you have to do is kind of protect the lead?
Well, of course, for a driver, it's nice to protect. But honestly, I think the way we look at it is our sport's like football. It's like anything. It's entertainment for fans, and if the fans come out, they want to see an exciting race. And so the passing zones are great. In my case, last year I started 17th here. We had an engine penalty. We had an engine problem, and so it put us back 10 spots. We fought all the way back up to the field. So I think the old track you could pass on as well. But this is going to make it a lot easier. It's going to be a lot more exciting for the fans. The track being repaved as much as they've done is also going to help. Certainly, everybody knows that it peeled up last year, unfortunately. But even beyond that, I think it was a pretty rough circuit. And Rogers, he's impressive. Everybody knows what he does for the city, but even just his commitment to the race, to the weekend. With the double headers, it's I think for all the fans out here, you got to come out and see it, because it'll be a lot of fun.
I was on one of the curves where the track was coming up, so I was very close to seeing where it was happening out there, and we could see it. When did it occur to the drivers this was happening?
Oh, it started right away. Really early in the race, there were.
Did you feel it?
You could see it. You could see the chunks slowly starting to peel up. Every time that you'd go through a series of corners, particularly where all the sweets were, unfortunately,
that's where I was.
You could see all the stuff slowly building up, and on the outside where the racing line wasn't, you could see the stuff sitting over there. So we had been watching it for quite some time. It was just unfortunate that it finally really broke up. But this year it's going to be a lot better.
It looks great. I've already seen it, and they fixed it. It looks really great. All right, let's talk about this auto show. So walking around out here, you've had a chance, I assume, to see most of the offerings?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
we have. Yeah.
What is like the #1 car then that you have seen out there that you would like to have if you don't already have it?
Well, it's tough. I think there's, the SLS Mercedes is pretty impressive. The BMW Grand Coupe, the M version of that, which they're introducing here, that's very impressive. Probably a little more practical than the SLS, but like I said, there's a Ferrari F12. I mean, it's like you're like a kid in a candy store here. You don't really know quite where you want to go.
And you're going right for the really fast cars there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now, you don't want like one of those Bentleys or something like that.
Well,
you
that would
sit
be
back
all right.
and cruise.
No, Bentley would be okay too.
And Graham, what did you see out there that really impressed you?
Well, I think Dad listed them all off. I mean, the Acura NSX is, while that's still in prototype stage, and may not be exactly what it is when it's officially released, you know, the NSX looks pretty sharp. So I think there's a lot of good cars, well, trucks too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out here.
Now I think we're about to see, and unfortunately we're on a slight delay here, but what's going to come up is you've been Instagramming, I guess, some pictures of some of your favorite cars out here.
I have it. Well, I just tried to, because you know, even beyond racing, I think my passion is cars. So I've been trying to keep everybody that's at home, that's not here, all the different web forums and everything, keep them up to date on what the cool cars are. But there you see the NSX. I mean, that's a great looking car.
That was a little stealthy there. Now, what do you think about the Corvette? Because most of the budget has been about the Corvettes, or is that just too slow for you guys?
No,
the Corvette's fast.
Corvette's fast. And, I like it. You know, I mean, as I said to to the designers, you know, that's a tough act to. When you look at the history of Corvette and all the Stingray, the great designs that Corvette has represented over the years. That's a pretty heavy thing to take on. You don't want to, you know, you want to sort of keep pace with what's been done in the past. And I think they've done a good job.
How's Rahal? Do I call it Rahal Letterman Racing? Is that, or is there a third name?
No, there's a third. Lanigan. We're almost like a law firm right now.
I know. So how are you guys doing? What's on the horizon for you guys?
Well, of course, we also represent BMW in the American Le Mans Series. So our first race is. Actually, our first race, which is Sebring, Florida, is the weekend before the first IndyCar race in St. Pete. A lot of testing going on. We have a new car for that series, and of course, IndyCar we're testing and getting everything ready. So it's there's a lot going on right now.
It's pretty busy, as he said. I mean, this is my first year driving for my dad in the IndyCar series. Last couple of years has been with Chip Ganassi Racing, so it's exciting for us. Because while this partnership is new, I think all the mechanics, the engineers, everybody back in Indianapolis that's working on the project, we're ready to go. I mean, there's been a lot of build-up. The off-season is long. We've got to wait, unfortunately, I think about another month before we actually get any more on-track testing. But the season's going to sneak up on us in a hurry. Next thing you know, we'll be here come June. So, you know, it's exciting times for us as a team, though, overall, and hopefully it's something that can keep expanding.
How's it driving for your dad? Because I know when I got to go with my dad, you know, we can't hang a picture together.
Well, actually, you know what? I'll have to answer when I come back here in June, because I've never really driven. I've driven for him once.
Only in theory right now.
I drove for him once in the Indy 500 in 2010, and that month went great. So, you know, we get along, I think, extremely well for most father-son combinations, and frankly, we have a lot of the same interests. So, well, I think there's pressure on myself, there's pressure on Dad, there's pressure on the team. I think everybody will rise up to the challenge, and I think we're gonna have a great year.
Well, my PR director found a shirt while on vacation. I think it says it all. It says, "Listen to Bob."
I'll give you one more. My dad told me once. He says, "Son, I may have taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you everything I know."
There you go.
And my dad always keeps that little edge.
There you go.
The Rahals, thank you very much,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Thank you.
Graham, thank you so much for stopping by. Good luck with you on the racing circuit. We're going to see you out here at Belle Isle. That Channel 7 covers the race, and we'll be there and look forward to jumping in the cockpit with you and let you drive us around.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thank you much.